Hi, my name is Dan Ewa. I'm the founder of danewa.net, a digital marketing community where business owners, solopreneurs, and network marketers learn how to drive traffic and increase sales. I want to share with you the difference between marketing and sales. These are two words that have been used interchangeably, but they mean different things. And as a business owner, you definitely need to understand the underlying difference and how it can impact on your bottom line. Steve Robbins defined marketing as the collection of decisions you make about the market that leads to successful sales. He said marketing is the planning part of sales, while sales is convincing a person to buy your product. HubSpot defined marketing as the process of getting people interested in the goods and services being sold, while sales are all the activities that lead to the selling of goods and services. Well, I'm popular for taking complex topics and simplifying it for the general public in plain English. So I'll define marketing and sales for you in a way you hardly forget. Marketing is creating awareness for your brand, product, and or service. It is making people be conscious of your existence. It is getting yourself or organization to be top of mind of your customers and prospects. The primary objective of marketing is awareness, to be known, to get the market talking and asking questions about you. Sales, on the other hand, is getting these people who are now aware of your product and or services to buy from you. Can you see how different they are? Let me say this again. The primary objective of marketing is awareness, not sales. Sales is secondary, while the primary objective of sales is to make money. The mistake, however, is that most business owners want to sell without marketing. The problem with this is that you will appear too salesy. You start to put pressure on prospects to buy even when they have not made a buying decision. You start to sound desperate. You become irritable, and some people may even block you. I'm sure some of you can relate to this. Selling is supposed to be fun. I'll tell you why. Selling is supposed to be to people who are already aware of your product, who understand its benefits and features, who have seen some testimonials and track records, who have grown to know, like, and trust you. It's called the KLT factor. And you achieve all of this through marketing. So marketing is you teaching your prospects and adding value to them so that when they finally make a buying decision, you'd be top of mind. It doesn't matter what business you are in, there is something to teach. A mechanic, for instance, can teach on contents that car owners would find valuable, like how to know when your car is due for service, how to know the right engine oil for your car, how to check the expiry date of your tires. The list can go on. What will happen is this. Number one, branding. The mechanic will be seen as a thought leader in his niche. Number two, car owners will trust him more, which will increase his patronage. Number three, he will be able to charge more for his services. Number four, manufacturers of car products will approach him for marketing deals. Let me share a gist with you. My wife is a fashion stylist. You can check her out on Instagram at Bloom Closet. So she comes to me and says she wants to detox my wardrobe. It was very funny to me because I never knew that word detox could be used in fashion. I thought it was the exclusive preserve of the folks in beauty and health. So after detoxing my wardrobe, I found myself ordering for 2 pairs of shoes from her. She marketed to me by teaching and helping me to do something. So selling was easy, and that's what I meant when I said earlier that selling is supposed to be fun. It is important to note that marketing should not end after a prospect buys from you. The objective of marketing before a prospect buys from you is awareness. But the objective of marketing after a prospect has bought from you are enormous. For example, number one, it helps the new customer to hold a high perception of your brand and be happy that he has made a good buying decision. It helps overcome buyer remorse. Number two, It helps to make the new customer a repeat customer. Number 3, it helps you to generate word of mouth marketing. Number 4, it helps you to generate testimonials and positive feedback, which you can use as social proof to make more sales. So here's my task for you today. Write a very long list of frequently asked questions by your prospect and start creating content in text, video, infographic, ebook, or podcast format to answer those questions. Then promote the answers you have just created to ensure that your prospects see them. Even though you can do this on social media, but I strongly advise you start a blog. Your blog will be the fulcrum of your marketing communications. The shelf life of your content on social media is too short, but the content on your blog will be found in years to come and will continue to drive sales for you. Remember, I teach business owners, solopreneurs, and network marketers how to drive traffic and increase sales. Check me out, giveaway.danewa.net.